Evening, welcome. Hi, my name's Barry,
And I'm Jay.
and together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. Do use the current host code which can be found on our Facebook page or website at mitosocrafts.com, and you'll receive a handmade card from us the following month, or even a free gift if you qualify for the gift. We put out a couple of live streams throughout the week on Wednesdays and Sundays. So do consider subscribing to our channel if you would love to see more card making and papercraft inspiration using Stampin' Up! Products. I was doing so well. So yes, and on every live stream we do a random draw at the end. So just pop in a comment and you'll be put into the list, and you'll receive, we'll send you whatever we create on the night, or any alternative for the following live stream. So if you are watching the replay, it's still worth to pop in a comment. Just say hello, what you're liking, what you don't like, maybe. Uh, and yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well, subscribe, and share the video to hopefully get your friends and family who loves to craft as well, and start a hobby and get creative.
Yes, so that's good. So, yeah, we are early tonight as well, so we may have
Bar's
shot.
been very organized.
Yes, I'm organised.
So I think it's gonna be a big fat zero this evening.
Yes.
Unless I start taking things off the table.
I've gone around looking at the table, thinking, right, what do I need? I think I've got it all.
Yes, so if you are
Zero.
if you are
Zero.
new to the channel, of course there's two of us, so we ask we'll rely on each other to bring us stuff if we do forget something, so which is great. And Mandy, thank you so much. Keeps tabs on how many times each of us ask the other person.
Jay is
to
both
get
winning
something.
and losing. He has got a 0 and he has got the highest amount of
Number
times.
10.
So, yes.
So yes, so yes, shall we say hello?
Yes, so
Like I'll try.
try and do it again this time.
I'll try and do this, and
So we have Mandy, we have Sherry, so you do it differently to me.
yeah, because it's you have to say hello to everyone.
So we've got Mandy, we have Sherry, Mum, Connie, Krista, San, Yana,
Carrie.
Steph, Jan, Stacey, Karen,
Duffy.
Duffy, and I've forgotten, what did you say? I think you wrote your name down last time and I can't remember what it was, what to call you, apart from Duffy Stuffy. Cheryl, Kathy, who else have we got there?
Stacy.
Angela, Debbie, Heather, Avis, Christine, Linda, and Catherine. So far is who we have got.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to, Duffy Stuffy. I'm gonna have to find out what. So I've got it written down. But I made a note next to it last time. So
Oh. Yeah, we do have our moderator, the lovely Krista.
Nita, that's it.
Sorry, what was that?
Nita.
Nita. Hi,
That's the
Nita. Yes, so do say hello to Krista, our moderator. Her name is highlighted in blue, so hopefully she'll see any questions as well. If not, I'm gonna go to the Big Mac later on and look at the comments, as well as writing the names down as well.
So yes. So tonight we're going to be using the a touch of ink stamp set, which is a Sale-a-bration stamp set. So you can actually earn this free of charge with any orders of £90 or above. So you can get this one right here. It's a lovely stamp set. It's a two-step stamping stamp set. And we're going to show you, I'm going to show you two ways of colouring tonight. So I'm going to do some colouring with some blends, and I'm going to do some colouring with some daubers.
Ooh.
So yeah, they're not new techniques, but they work well with this particular stamp set.
Yes, if you are new to Stampin' Up, every year they do a celebration promotion. This year it's slightly different. It's only available until the 28th of February. So whenever you spend either £45 or £90, you get to choose a free item from the brochure. So do check your checkout page. Make sure you redeem your free items, because once you hit that checkout and pay for it, you won't get
You
them.
can't. You won't be able to get them. Well,
Yes.
not easily anyway. At least.
Yes. So also, if you're in the UK, we are experiencing delays on what's it called?
Delays on our shipping at the moment. Things are taking a lot longer to get to us, so they will get to you. But obviously, just bear in mind, obviously, the current circumstances, Brexit, COVID. Things are taking a lot longer to come from Germany over to the UK and across borders. So you can still place orders. You can still redeem all of the special offers and get your bonuses and get your rewards and everything you entitled to. It will just take a little bit longer to get to you. And at the moment, unfortunately, we can't tell you how long that will be, because there's problems. But
Yeah.
they are on their way. So if you
Yes.
have ordered with us, just please bear with it. It will get to you eventually. But yeah, it's still order and claim and earn your rewards.
Yes, and of course you will get your extra freebies from us if you do order from our online shop. If you spend £45, you get the free Stamping Glam Squad tutorial. That's using the theme this month is celebration items. So there's 16 tutorials in there. So you'll will send that via email the following month. If you just bump it up to £50, you'll get a free Dandy Garden Mega Tutorial Bundle. There's 62 projects in there using the Dandy Garden suite. So that's 2 bundles in there, which is the Dragonfly Garden, and we don't have the other one, the Garden something, wishes.
It's really bad. We should know our products.
So yes, so extra freebies from us. There's 62 projects in there, and they are designed by 62 worldwide demonstrators. Yeah, demonstrators worldwide. So different loads of different inspirations. You can either use the same suite or use the layouts, the color combinations, and things like that for inspirations in your paper craft. So yes, and good thing with the delays, I guess you can say, is if you haven't signed up to our TNT Simply Succulents online retreat, we have postponed it. So the worldwide option is still open.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
And we'll be doing that in February now. So
21st of February.
fingers crossed. So yes, so if you'd love to join us, 2 of us and 3 other demonstrators, 2 from the UK and 1 in Germany, we'll do an all-day online retreat. You can watch live via Zoom, or you can catch the replay where we demonstrate the projects. So it'll be 4 different classes. What are we doing? Home decor, technical, 3D, and stamp a stack. So different inspirations from the 5 of us or 4 of us, because Barry will be doing all of it from me.
Lovely. So good.
So yes, so I think I babbled on for ages.
So we're going to give away a card now.
Yes.
And then we will craft tonight's projects.
Yes. So using the same stamp set.
Let's flip you around. Have to look for our ring light. There we go. We have it. And I've collected comments. So the winner is going to be, good luck everyone,
Valerie.
Valerie, message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com, and that card will be working its way to you. Excellent. Okay, so let's turn you round. And get tonight's project underway. Let's give you a little bit more light, I think. There we go. Good. All right. So yeah, as mentioned, Touch of Ink stamp set, and we're going to be using the lovely sponge daubers, and we're going to be using the lovely stamping blends. Oh, we've got some cats which are very hungry tonight. We're feeding, if you can hear, that's Minnie in the background. We're feeding her wet food now. She doesn't normally have wet food, and she loves it. She needs to gain weight, so she's So we're giving her more food and she's loving it. So there we go. So touch of ink. So I'm going to get this ready. It's a two-step, as mentioned. So you've got the outer, and you've got this. So you've got the innie and you've got the outer. So innie, outer, innie, outer, innie, outer, innie, outer. So there's lots of different stamp sets. So it opens it up for colouring. They aren't images which will go directly into it. They will come outside of the lines as well. So it gives you a little bit more of an artistic watercolour look, I suppose. So just go with that. But obviously, if you want to make them, keep them within the lines, which is why I'm going to do them with blends first, just the alcohol markers, so you can then be a bit more controlled with your colouring. And then the stamping afterwards with the daubers, where it comes out of the black lines. So yes, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to get them ready. So the first card I am going to do is with the butterfly. So I'm just going to pop that on there. So we've got the butterfly. So we're using the clear block. So clear block D is what we are using. I'm popping the butterfly on here, and I am going to use the sentiment for this one. We will use "Thank you so much." So I'm using that one right there. I am also going to be using the sprigs here, so these bits, so the leafage, so the greenery and the foliage is what we're going to be using. Okay. So first things first is I have got myself my cardstock already cut and prepared. Okay, so I've got my card base here measuring. See, now this is whether or not I'm that prepared. I'm going to see whether or not this works. I've got my card base here measuring at 14.6 centimetres. Sorry, gone wrong already. So, yes, 14.6 by 21. And I'm going to score it in half at 10.5 centimetres. So if you want that in inches, that's 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Score that at 4 1/8 of an inch, and that will then work out nicely. Let's put my blade down there. So I'm going to score that at 10.5 centimetres. Pop that to one side. And I'm just going to fold, and I'm just going to burnish.
Did you give it in inches? Or?
I did give it in inches, yes. 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Score at 4 1/8 of an inch. I did say that, didn't I? Jay's now making me doubt myself.
I don't know. That's
Okay.
why I asked.
So I've got myself a little bit of scrap paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring my Whisper White. So the Whisper White layer. Well, okay, I'll go through all of my layers first, which I've got. So I've got my Magenta Madness layer here. So this is going to be 13.4 centimetres by 9.3 centimetres. And my Whisper White is going to be 13.1 by 9. So it's going to give me a nice Magenta Madness border around that. And it's going to give me a nice white border around the outside of the card as well. So if you're working in inches, basically your coloured layer is going to be 1/2 inch smaller than your card base. And your Whisper White layer is going to be 1/8 of an inch smaller than your coloured layer. So obviously different, depending on what your card base, size your card base is, will depend on this. So whatever your starting base is, 1/2 inch smaller and 1/8 of an inch smaller for that one there. And it should work out quite nicely. So we are using Memento, Grey Granite ink, and the blends which we're using Highland Heather combo pack, we are using Bermuda Bay combo, and we are using Magenta Madness combo. I've actually, see, this is how organised I am. Links to all of our products are down in the description already, so if you'd like to purchase anything, you can do. The links to everything and what we've used is down below. So if you've missed it, it should be down there. So, Memento, and I'm just going to ink this up. So I'm just going to ink pad neat. I think our ink pad's a little bit.
Yeah, I find the black one. I think
We need to re-ink it. But that doesn't count as a 1, Mandy. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp this butterfly in the middle, like this, so centered. So this is a nice easy easy card. It's a single layer card, so there's no dimensions and there's no fussy cutting, so it's quite a simple card. Obviously you'll just need a few colouring tools and that will be all you'll need for this. But you could, if you want to step it up, you could do some fussy cutting to take it to another level. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the thank you so much, and I'm going to do this in the memento as well, and I'm going to pop the thank you so much just below the butterfly, right here. And there we go. So nice, simple card. As it is, it looks obviously once we colour it, you could actually leave it like this and keep it as a real simple card. But we're just going to, it needs something around the outside. So I'm going to use the grey granite, and I've got these two right here. And I like grey granite because it's a warm grey, which is why I like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now stamp alternatively around. So I'm going to go with one, and then I'm going to go with the leaves. Like that. And then I'm going to go round with my flowers.
Oh, there's loads already. I'm still like halfway down.
A lot of names, that's good. Thank you very much. So yeah, somebody is going to win this card tonight. So if you want to win it, pop a comment in. Don't have to say much. Just say hi, where you're from, whatever you want. Just give us a thumbs up. It will be there.
Whatever you want. Maybe not whatever.
Maybe within reason with whatever you want.
YouTube approved.
YouTube approved, whatever you want, yes. Family friendly, whatever you want. Yeah, and then we will then pick a winner randomly at the end to pick it to win this card. I just realised I'm using this scrap paper, bit of paper, but I'm going off the scrap paper. So,
Do you need a bigger one?
no, I don't. I'm fine with this one here. You don't need to get me anything, Joe.
Oh.
I just need to be aware that I need to move it around so that I'm actually... And we ink that up. And we then just fill that in. Like that. So there we go. There is that one right there. Got my lid on that. So now we want to do some colouring on this. So again, this is just going to, we would eventually just matte and layer that onto that like this. And then that's going to go get popped on there. So again, if you don't want to do any colouring, or you could then just use the innie part to colour in your butterfly. And then that would be a nice simple card. But obviously if you want to then take it to another level, you can then do this. So I'm going to grab the Bermuda Bay. So I've got my light and my dark. So I've got some very simple colouring here. And I'm just going to put some dark bits around at the bottom like this. That's it. That's good. So that's my dark one. And then I'll come over with my lights. And then go over it and then concentrate and then just blends that in a little bit. Just like so. just need to just work on that seam, just to come out, blend it out, and let the alcohol do its job of actually then blending it and mixing it up. Okay, we can go over that again with a little bit more dark if necessary. Sometimes even just by using the bullet point, the other end, just gives you, because it's a little bit more concentrated, just makes it a little bit dark just on the lighter as well. So try that. Sometimes it might give you a little bit of a mid-tone. So I'm just concentrating on this dark.
What color is this one?
This is Bermuda Bay.
It kind of looks like pretty peacock.
It is a little bit of a pretty peacock colour actually, isn't it? And I'm just concentrating on that seam again, so that then I get a nice, you do get the contrast with going with your light and your dark. Like that. So that's that one. Then I'm going to then bring in the Magenta Madness. Now this is just a real pop of colour on this one. So we're going to go with the dark first. So this is just going to really just pop. So again, just keep it towards the end on all of this. Like that. Oh, I didn't ask for it.
No, you didn't. I was taking initiative.
And then we're just going to then just do these in between like this. So you can see I only kept to the bottom parts. And then I'll just... And then I'll go grab the light. And we'll then colour the top half in the light. And then concentrate, you can like concentrate on that, on the seam, to mix that and blend that in. I'll colour all of them to start off with, and then I'll go back and then blend it out. And this Magenta Madness, it's just such a nice, lovely, bright colour. I think it works well with this butterfly. So yeah, really saturate it. You want to saturate it so much that obviously it's going to then really come through. So you will need a bit of paper underneath to protect your table. And it's that saturation which does its magic, which makes them blend. So if you're not getting it come through, and you're not you're finding it's not blending, that may be why. So you really want to get them wet. And if necessary, you can go back over with the darks again, and you can then just add another little bit of darkness at the bottom.
What pink is that again, Darren?
Magenta Madness.
Magenta Madness.
And then we're going to go in with subtle, we're going to go in with Highland Heather. So again, we'll go with a light. And then dark first, sorry, not light. Dark to pop in our base.
Highland Heather.
Highland Heather, yeah.
And the blue is Bermuda Bay.
Yeah, Bermuda Bay, as we got questions coming up every year. So yeah, so I'll go through those again for you then in a second, just to clarify what we've got. And then we go through the light one. Just on the tops of them, and then we would then use the bullet point just to colour in. This is quite a small image for colouring, so I'm able to colour all the bits which I want. But if you're working on a much larger stamp, you would want to work in sections. You wouldn't want to go around the whole thing, like do all of these flowers in the one colour, because by the time you get back to this one, the alcohol would have dried too much, and so it will be harder to blend it. It will blend, but it will be harder. So it's better to work in stages. Okay, and we'll just go back in with the dark again, just to put a bit more shadow at the bottom. There we go. And then I think I'll just finish that off with, on the tips over here, with the Magenta Madness, because it's just so bright. There we go. And that there is some simple colouring with the alcohol blends, the stamping blends. So all we need to do with this particular one is just stick this to my Magenta Madness layer. And I've used a Magenta Madness because obviously then I can then pull the colour out from the stamping here. And then we'll stick that down. So whilst that's just setting up, I will then just show you the blends which I used again as well. So we have got, yeah, so we've got Bermuda Bay. So light and dark Bermuda Bay. We have got the light and the dark in the Magenta Madness, so this is the in colour. And we've got the light and the dark in the Highland Heather. Okay, so that's what we've used, as well as Memento ink pad and grey granite ink pad. So that's that. And then you could, obviously, if you want to do some different things, you could pop this on some dimensionals if you want to. But again, I want to keep this nice, and I want to keep this postage friendly, and keep it as flat as possible. So we will just do one here, Suki.
Everyone's loving your color combination.
Thank you. Blues and greens and blues, greens and purples. I think yeah, work really well. Blues and purples are really, really nice. I think it's a perfect combination, color combination. Or pinks. So if you put blue and red together, obviously naturally if you mix it, then you're gonna get your purples anyway. So they're just two colours which I just really like.
Yep. Analogous colours.
Sorry, what was that, Jay?
Analogous colours.
Analogous colours.
Analogous.
I'm probably saying that completely wrong. So there we go. So there is card number one. Oh, one more thing. I just need to add some faceted gems. So these are elegant faceted gems. Just make sure this is Jay's touch to this. Oh, there's one. Oh no! Oh, you haven't given. I haven't got the toolkit over. See, Jay normally puts a toolkit by the side, or I put the toolkit next to him. He's purposely not put it by the side of me tonight.
First, to make it count.
No, I will use my fingers, I will use my snips to do it. So if you haven't got a take your pick tool, use the end of your snips. Now, can I have a take your pick tool, please?
Yes. Oh.
That's Jay's fault, he should have...
It's not even here.
Oh, have I already got it?
It's not even there. You made me walk for it.
I don't know where it is.
There.
You had it.
I was using it when I was doing...
See, I'm sure I had it out.
No,
He's gonna pinch it from my stash.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No.
So I'm going to be using, so you've got like a champagne colour in here, and you've got like a white. So I'm going to use the...
I didn't do it on purpose.
He sabotaged me. Okay, so we're going to pop one at the top right here. Going to use a larger one, and we're going to pop that in like that, and then we use the larger one. Ooh. Down here. can kind of go. So they're clear. So they're not in your face, but they are there. Okay, there's something where as it catches the light, it just blings.
Gian said I'm supposed to blame the kitty.
Yeah, no, I've got Suki patiently waiting. It's not Suki. She's just sat right by the side of me, just looking. And she's actually giving Jay evils at the moment.
She is.
So I'm saying, you sabotage Daddy.
No,
So there we go. There is card number 1 using the lovely A Touch of Ink stamp set, which is free during Sale-a-bration. So I'm going to do another one. It's the same principle. So I've got my card bases already cut. So I've got my card base and so it's actually the same sizes that I mentioned at the beginning. I've got my matte and my layer. So this time I'm using Bermuda Bay as my contrasting colour. So on this particular one, I am going to, I was doing so well as well. I need, oh no, it's right by the side of me. Suki's got it. Suki's sat on it. See, I'm being ganged up on by Jay and the cats. So I'm just gonna clean my butterfly and I'm just gonna clean my sentiment. So I'm using the Stampin' Scrub at the moment, which is a perfect tool for stamping and cleaning your stamps on the go. So I'm just gonna pop these back. And then I'm going to take the hummingbird out, and that's the one which we're going to use for the second card. And I'm going to use a different sentiment for this one as well. But it's going to be the same, but I'm going to use a different colouring technique for the hummingbird. So I'm going to use the outer, and I'm going to take the inner. And we will come back to that in a second. So that's good. There we go. So first things first is I'm going to stamp the second. So we're going to use Memento again.
Effort saying it shouldn't count. No, it didn't.
And we are going to just pop the hummingbird again in the centre. Like that. I'm just going to got a hair.
Does it count twice if I have a cat on me? If I get up?
No.
Suki just joined me. Yay.
I still get one. Mandy's sticking to her guns tonight. So that's the one. And the sentiment, I didn't get my sentiment out, which I wanted to use on that one. I think Hello Friend is a nice one. Can sit nice right under the hummingbird's belly. So it's going to be a quick video tonight. So we're just going to pop that one in center and down we go. Like that.
It's such great image design that even that looks.
Yeah, that's what I said with the. I think obviously it needs a little bit of colour on it, and I think that would work quite nicely with the colour. But I think just that on its own, maybe make the white a little bit. Just have the white a little bit smaller, or especially if you've got some note cards going on. These would work really nice on note card designs because they're a lot smaller, so you can get away with just having a black and white image. So the image is doing the work for you on this particular one. It's a lovely set. So the same thing as what we did on the previous one. I'm going to grab my grey granite and I'm going to go around and do alternation with the flowers and the leaves. So I'm just going to clean my hummingbirds and just grab my other stamp. Pop him away or her. And we will grab the grey granite one more time. and this one. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm only going to plan to do half of this. So I'm going to do the same principle as I'm going to have my flower down the bottom, like that. Grab the greenery.
Yeah, so it's a great set for beginner stampers.
It is, yes, it is a good set for beginner stampers, this particular one. So you can obviously, to get it free of charge, you need to spend £90 to get it free of charge. So you can stock up on your basics. You can get yourself some cards, you can get yourself some inks, you can get yourself the Daubers, some blends, part of your starter kit. Then you can get this one free of charge. Obviously, you'll probably be able to get a lot more in there as well than that. But if you are interested in that, contact us. We can help you put something together.
But if you buy a starter kit, you won't get.
Oh no, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
So
good
you
point.
Get it on your next
So
order.
yes, you can't pick this set on your starter kit, but you'll be able to then get it on your next order after that, which you would obviously then get 20% discount off as well. Good point, Jay. Yes, sorry, I forgot about that. But obviously, if you're not doing it as a starter kit, if you're buying £90 of the stuff and you don't want to do it as a starter kit, then you'll get this free of charge. So we're just going to do this halfway, so it's kind of almost as if the hummingbird is just in here and just sniffing the flowers. Is that what they do? Sniff the flowers?
Sniffing the flower.
I don't know, what do they do? They sniff the flowers. Oh, don't they smell nice?
I think their nose is closer to their head. Are they eating it?
I don't know, what? They're sniffing the flowers. Don't these smell beautiful today? Is what they're saying to themselves, isn't it? I don't know, I really do not know.
Like Google. What do hummingbirds do?
So I'm putting myself off. All right, so we are going to use the innie for the hummingbird. So that's what this is going to do right here. And we're going to use the sponge dauber technique. I've used this technique before. You see me use it again, but it works well. Especially these two-step solid stamping, it works well with it. What is it? For sipping the nectar off the flowers. See, that's what I said. They're sniffing the flowers.
I've just Googled. Hummingbirds have little or no sense of smell.
Oh, really? Okay, so they're definitely not sniffing the flowers. I can't get into my Daubers, Joe.
Open it.
Okay, so I'm going to grab 3 Daubers out. I've got one here. Obviously, I'm kind of contaminated these, but I've used Bermuda Bay, that's from earlier. I've got Daffodil Delight for my yellow, which I'm using Bumblebee, and I picked one up which we labelled for Calypso Coral, but I'm using that as Magenta Madness. They're kind of much about the same, and I will clean these afterwards so they're not as contaminated, but they're roughly the same colour families. If anyone's interested in those cases, I did get them from, we got them from a craft fair. But you can find them on Amazon as well for like the sponge dauber cases. Obviously, if you can get them without the daubers in them and then buy the Stampin' Up ones, that would be perfect. Some of them do come with a couple of daubers or full of daubers, but then they're expensive. So especially if you've got a load of daubers already in your collection, you wouldn't want to buy more daubers with it. So try and find them when they're empty. So I know when we brought that one, there was like about 5 daubers in it, and then the rest of it was empty, and then you had to buy the daubers separately. But it's not a Stampin' Up thing. Okay, so you can find them online. So I have got the inks here. So I'm using the same inks as I did with the blends, apart from the Bumblebee. So Bermuda Bay ink pad, Magenta Madness ink pad, and Bumblebee ink pad is what we are using. So I'm going to open all of these up. Oh, nearly. And we're just going to now do some colouring. So I'm going to grab my Bermuda Bay dauber, pick up some ink, cat hair and all, and we're going to just place some ink on his belly, like this. I love this technique because it's such a great, it's kind of like a little bit of a faux baby wipe technique really, isn't it, doing this one, I suppose.
Yeah, we showed a card from the Casually Crafting blog hop last time with it.
Yeah.
But you didn't do a video, so we thought we'd...
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go in with the bumblebee, and we're going to have a bumblebee head. And I'm just going to bring that up onto the... And you're kind of going to blend in the two as well. So you don't want to cover it up too much, but you kind of want to kind of blend over that line. And actually I'm going to pop a little bit of that down on the tail down here as well. And then we're going to pick up the Magenta Madness. And we're just going to pop the Magenta Madness all over like that. Pick up some more. The Magenta Madness will stain your photopolymer stamp set, so if you don't like staining on your set, then do not get reds, because they will stain, but they don't affect any, they do not damage at all, they are still perfectly fine. And then I'm just going to go back over and just re-energize some of those other ones. I just got some ink on my fingers as well, so I just need to be careful. Slide those, and then we will then position that over the top. You can see it's not a perfect image, so it's going to go outside the lines, but that's fine. And then down we go. And there we have it. We have a multicoloured hummingbird right there, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice. So, so yes. Should I add some greenery to the flowers, or should I leave it plain, Jane?
I would leave it.
Leave it, yeah. I think because the reason I have it, I'm just sort of thinking, so, oh, shall I do some more? But I'm gonna stop where I plan to stop. I was thinking, shall I colour this in? But I think if we colour this in, it's going to take the focus away from this, and obviously, we want the hummingbird to be the focal point. So, so that's that. So I'm just going to clean that stamp, and then we will construct. And I'm going to show you. I did do one off camera with blends, and then I fussy cutted it. So, which is this one right here. So you can do it and have it fussy cut. And then what you could do is that could then always stick over, and you can pop that on dimensionals.
Yeah, I think it was Heather that said that she prefers to color the bird
rather than having the lines going outside. Yeah, I think obviously it does give you a much tidier image. I'll show you this one because we've got a bit of time. I'll do that one. I've got some scrap paper here. I got scrap paper. I'll do that one in the colouring it, where you can see what it's like colouring, but I'll show you what the butterfly is like. But you could do it like that as well, and then you could have that one layered up.
Yeah, if you want to step it up.
If you want to step it up to another level, if you want to. So you'll need some snips, you need some more blends, and you will then need to just colour that in. So that's that one.
And even sponging at the top for the sky, because
that would work quite nicely as well.
As well.
So yeah, so you grab your new blending brushes. I wouldn't do a strong colour, but definitely maybe like a balmy blue is quite a nice light blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would work. So you could then blend in and bring in a balmy blue and bring that down onto this one just very lightly, just to maybe just give you a little bit of a top part here. Would look really, really nice.
Or clouds.
Or clouds, yes. So there's all sorts you can do.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stick this to my thing. So yeah, so get your comments in, because we are actually nearly finished. We're nice early. We're really early tonight.
What's dinner?
So get your comments in, and we will be picking a winner to receive the first card of the butterfly. and the hummingbird will come in. We'll be giving away on Sunday night. So on my prototype, I've gone round and I did the grey granite all the way around like I did with the butterfly. But we were talking to Jay about it when I did it, and we decided to leave this one so you can show. I'll show you what it's like again afterwards. My prototypes. Actually, I need that. So that's that one. Have you got anything to show tonight whilst I'm getting all of the names ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Jay's going to show you. So whilst I'm getting the draw ready, Jay will show you some of his creations or something, I'm sure. So there we go. That's going to go. So really simple, simple cards for you tonight. So that's that one. So there we go. 1 and 2. That was what I did with the first one when I did it off camera, and I went round with the whole thing. Actually, I'm going to pop the faceted gems on here just to finish this off, but I went round the whole thing. So that's it with and without. So you can, but you can then do some other techniques, like say you can colour it and bring your blending brushes down and bring in some blue just to create a sky, but not too much. Just want to give it a little bit of a, just a little bit of a touch of colour at the top. Maybe might work. So I'm just going to bring in my faceted gems, and oh, I'm going to do it this side. And did I use clear on this one? And I'm going to pop one down there.
Crystal likes both cards.
Both designs, good.
Davis as well. Maureen, lovely cards. Barry, well done. Marion is colouring along with you.
Oh, good, excellent. Well, please, if you're a member of our Crafty Stampers group, Marion, which I'm sure you are, aren't you? Then please share in the group what you've done. We'd love to see what you've done. So that's that one there. So I just want to show you what the, whilst I've got it, I've got one stamped already. So proper Blue Peter style tonight, isn't it? I'm going to, yeah, I am going to use the Daubers on this one. I'll show you what the butterfly looks like with the innie.
Ooh, are you gonna mix the colours as well?
What do you mean, Joe?
Like different colours for the butterfly?
I wasn't going to, because I haven't got any different colours over here with me.
No, but using the same colours as the hummingbird.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yes, I'll
Yeah.
do that. But you're not getting me any new colours. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
That wasn't my plan. I was just...
See, he's trying to trip me up. So he's trying to be all helpful. Do you want me to get you this? Do you want me to get you that? Just so he can get his points up. I know your game. Well, I know what you're up to. It's not normally that helpful.
They need some more blocks.
Okay, so we've got this one right here, and we use the same colours. Actually, I do need the pens there, not pens, the pads. So Bermuda Bay, Magenta Madness, and that one. Did I not? Oh, yeah, it's right in front of me. Oh my God. So that's going to say how much does that come out? So.
Those names coming in.
That's good, so get your names in. All right, so I'm going to go with Magenta Madness, I think. Oh no, actually, Magenta Madness. I want to go quite heavy with the Magenta Madness on this one. Now the problem is, because this is a heavily stained pad anyway, I can't see where I've actually put the Magenta Madness, apart from the fact that I can see the ink is wet and I can see it glistening and shining in the light. So if you do have a heavily stained pad, you're just going to have to just, you might be able to just see it ever so slightly with the with it being wet. I'm going to work with the...
Amy said just wing it.
You're going to get a little bit of contamination in your pads, but you know what? A little bit doesn't matter.
I think it won't matter too much because of the sponge dauber as well.
Yeah, it's
not straight on, so it'll be lighter anyway. Hey, Suki? Suki's watching.
So I don't really know how this is going to turn out and what colour it's going to work out to be, but we are just going with it. And I'm just going to come back in with the Magenta Madness one more time and just...
Did you need the butterfly fussy cut?
No, I'm fine. Because this is just a show.
Okay.
And then we're just going to then pop that over like so. And down we go.
Oh, Maddie said half, you didn't half. But it still looks okay.
Yeah, that's that one there. Really, really nice. So that's good. I wouldn't fussy cut this particular one because it's. I would say if you're going to be using the INI stamp for these, you probably wouldn't want to be doing fussy cutting, because it's, well, I suppose you still could. Yeah. I suppose, you know what? Let's try it.
I fussy cut my card last.
Yeah, you could do.
No, that was with
Finger and Magenta Madness. That to one side. Let's grab my scissors. Let's have a quick fussy cut. Let's see how well I can do this. And I'm just going to follow the line. I'm just going to give it a white border. I think giving it a white border just helps you with the fussy cutting a little bit. But I know there's people out there that don't like white lines. Lisa. That's how we found out the other day. Is Lisa watching?
I think so, yes. Is he?
I didn't want to name any names, but Jay, you dropped her in it.
Oh, no, she's not on. Oh,
so white line or what? To white line or not to white line? That is the question. To white edge or not to white edge?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
But it does help.
I think it makes fussy cutting a lot easier if you give it a white border, because it doesn't sharpen the errors so much. So if you cut into the black line a little bit too heavily, and you make a little bit of the black line thinner than the rest of it, it doesn't then stick out like a sore thumb. And that's just my opinion on that when it comes to fussy cutting. And that's why I never used to like fussy cutting, because I wasn't good at keeping to the black line and making it look even. So that's why I now prefer the white edge, and that's just how we do it. So if everything we do has the white edge, then that is just our it's just how we do it.
But yeah, we used to cut with the lines.
Yeah, and I'm saying that's why I never liked it.
It's okay, I'm gonna get up soon. Don't get comfortable.
And snips are perfect for your fussy cutting.
Avis likes to fussy cut. A lot of people prefers white edges. Mandy says you're a good fussy cutter.
Thank you. So there we go. So that's that one. And obviously if we were to do that again, we could then pop that on the dimensional just to give it another level, and then that's what that one would look like over there. I like that one there, though. I really like the colouring and the colour combination on that one. I think just works really, really nice. The bumblebee, maybe I should have gone with maybe a daffodil delight. Maybe the bumblebee's it's a little bit of a dirty yellow, but it's a lovely yellow. But maybe with the two, with all of those together, it's gone a little bit dirty. So yeah. Well, there's some comments there which need approving, Joe.
Carol's not very good at fussy cutting. She says she hates it.
Practice. I never used to like it, Carol, at all. So I'm just going to pop these away before I drop something on them.
Yeah. Stacy said, awesome fussy cutting. I can never leave a white edge border when I fussy cut.
Okay.
We used to do stamping blends around, didn't we?
We did stamping blends. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, Jay. Number two. No, number two. Can I have a stamping blend, please? A light colour. This is Jay. See, swaying me. Do this, do that. So now because I didn't plan for this.
I was just
So use a light colour if you do give a white border around the edge. So a light colour. So maybe I would go with a blue. So we've got balmy blue light here.
Or you have light pool party as well.
And then you could then just go through and then you could colour. See, it's not on the legs. It's not too much. You can just colour it.
Do it before you fussy cut.
Yeah, do it before you fussy cut this one, really, and then you can follow that line. And this is just another way, especially if you've got a colour background. So if we've got a sky, or you would colour it the colour of the background, so it doesn't, so that white edge doesn't blend in and doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So it just tones it down a little bit. So if you don't like that white edge, but find it easier to fussy cut with it, use a blend just to tone it down. That's that there. And that just helps. That just helps it. Maybe it might just help it pop off the page just a little bit more. It depends on how you want to do it. So that's another thing you can do if you don't like the white edge. You can just tone it down a little bit. You can also cheat and use the same border of the scan and cut. You could do.
We haven't used it for years.
No, we've got one as well, and we do not use it. All that money. Yes, so there we go. There is my 2 cards. If you let's see. Whilst Jay's just writing names, I'm just killing some time now. You can.
Yeah, I managed to add
Winker Stella.
Rosie's come in, Joanne, Cindy as well.
So here's another thing. Okay, Winker Stella, which will then take this to another level. Liquid glitter. That's that there. And then just colour over. See, and this is when crafting just takes you to another level, because you do something and then you think, oh, I could do that as well. You can add that to it. Just get your stash and just play. See, now that's just taking that to another level completely. Is that showing up? I don't know if that's. Don't know if that is. Don't know if the light is catching that enough. I think it might be, but it's just there in person. Obviously, somebody is now going to win this. This is the card we're going to give away. So good. Okay, so Jay's going to come over and show you some stuff whilst I just get the names ready, and we're going to pick a winner for tonight. So, did you enjoy? Jay's talking to himself at the moment rather than talking to you.
Sorry. Yes. I was just checking because there was more comments in. So yes, amazing, well done, and great addition of the Wink of Stella. I don't know if you can see the glitter effect, shimmery effect on there. I think Debbie asked a question. Do you think it's worth, was it stamping the filler first
Do you think it would make a difference if you did the background first and then line up the art stamp on top? Possibly, maybe. That might work. It depends. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think because it's an outside line, it doesn't matter the two ways. Normally, if it's the filler is within the lines, I tend to do the outline first. Normally,
Yes.
just because you can see better with the outline being stamped first. And what's your first one? This one.
So that's the one I've just done.
Okay, so that's the first one. This is the
Yeah.
second one. So yes, so great techniques there, Barry. Well done. So if you are, obviously, if you haven't seen the video for this card, so it's the same, but this one I used watercolor, no, water painters as well. And Valerie won this card earlier.
Valerie O'Donoghue.
And some other celebrations with video on our YouTube channel. This one was for Global Stampin' Video Hub using the Bearer Blessings and in Good Taste Elements, as well as Barry's Slimline Tall Slim card with the Berry Blessing Designers, Very Delightful Designers paper. And we haven't got much of the donkeys, darling
we
donkeys.
haven't played with the donkeys. Maybe we should do that next.
Yeah, we did it, and then I think we gave it away. I'm sure we've done a live with it, but this one really simple, coloring with the very vanilla card base and sentiment from the darling donkeys. Again, free from celebration, and just adding that shadows at the base just grounds the donkey. And for this week at the spot challenge is love get your heart on. So this was my design team inspiration, nothing to do with celebration. I just wanted to plug the spot creative challenge. If you would love inspiration for your card making and papercraft, we put out weekly challenges, and that's the spot creative challenge, and links can be found on our website as well. And that one is using the, no, this is celebration. I was like, I actually used that stamp, the filler stamp for the butterfly. I stamped the hearts on there because I can't do random, and I quite like that it left white areas. So if you can see, that one is like that one, and then I just changed it. And I also can't do randoms with the gilded leafing. So those ones are actually again the same filler stamp, and I just stamped different areas, and I use heat and stick powder on that one. So yes, so celebration galore. Cool, are you done?
Yeah, sorry, I just
So bear with, Barry's gonna do the random draw now.
Yeah, Debbie, sorry, I tagged the wrong person. I tagged Debbie Smith. But if Debbie Smith, if you're interested in it, it's there as well. But I've just tagged, pops the link for that Slimline video if you're interested in watching that one as well. Because I know Debbie Sutton, you said that you like that. So the link is just above these comments just now. So I think rather than move the table up, we'll just do it this way.
That's why
we did it.
Yeah, I think it's fine like that.
Yeah,
it looks better. And you're not moving the camera.
So yes, so we have got how many names? We've got 44 names in there tonight.
Thank you so much.
So pop your
This
thing,
one?
and the winner is going to be. Who's it going to be? And yes, Sherry, you are due a win.
Joanne! Yay!
Joanne, that card is working its way to you. So again, please just message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucraft.com with your address details and you're happy to receive it, and we will pop that in the post to you ASAP.
Well done.
So lovely. So good, excellent. So let's bring that round and bring you round to us. Always a bit wonky, sorry.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. And let's just...
Yes, I love that one. And because you've only stamped the background, leaving it lined, it just makes it pop as well.
Yeah.
And of course, the hummingbird. So yes, do come back and pop in a comment in the comment section of the actual video for a chance to win the second card on our next live stream on Sunday. Sunday, 7 p.m. GMT, or the time zones converter is on our community tab as well. If there is a time zone that you would want us to convert to, let us know and we'll put that on there as well.
Yes, good.
Cool.
Excellent. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you again very soon. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.